The moment he slapped the cuffs on me, the whole party froze. But the officer had no idea who I was. And when the governor's motorcade pulled up, told in first, "My name is A-Hope. I'm 16, quiet, introverted, and the last person you'd expect to see at a mansion full of loud, rich kids. I only came because my best friend Mia begged me to." "Come on, Ari," she said. "It's just a birthday party. Free food, good music." But the moment we walked into that massive backyard, pool glowing blue, champagne fountains everywhere, I felt the stares. Not friendly ones. Stares that said, "You don't belong here." Before I could relax, the birthday boy, Ethan Jones, the mayor's spoiled nephew, looked me up and down with a smirk. "Who invited her?" Mia stepped in. "She's with me." But Ethan wasn't the problem. The off-duty cop guarding the party was Officer Bradley Kane, known around the city for being strict, known among black teens for being something else. He stared at me like he had already decided I was trouble. I should have left then, but I stayed, and my life changed in minutes. It started small, just whispers. "Watch her. She's probably here to steal something. Check her bag." Officer Kane hovered behind me like a shadow. Everywhere I moved, he followed. Finally, he stepped in front of me. "ID," he barked. I blinked. "For what? This is a private event. You don't look like a guest." The whole party went silent. I felt every eye judging me. Mia protested. "She's my invite." "Back off!" Buhard, he grabbed my wrist hard. "Don't talk back. You people always have something to hide." Those words burned worse than his grip. Phones came out. Cameras pointed. He didn't care. Officer Kane shoved me against the wall. "You're under arrest for trespassing." I stumbled, palms scraping concrete. "I didn't do anything," he smirked. "Resisting too? Bad choice." And before I could speak, he slapped handcuffs on me. Rich kids laughed. Ethan took a selfie. Someone shouted, "Arrest the charity case." That's when I broke. Not in fear, in anger. But then something happened that none of us expected. A loud voice shouted, "Officer Kane, stop!" And then, sirens. Not police sirens. The kind reserved for government awful, and everything froze. The mansion gates opened. A line of black SUVs rolled in, lights flashing silently. A dozen state troopers stepped out. Guests gasped. That's the governor's security." And then, the governor himself, Daniel Hope, marched through the crowd. People parted like water. Mia whispered, trembling. "Ariana, isn't your dad?" Before she could finish, my father looked directly at me, my hands cuffed, my cheek red from being shoved, my voice shaking, and something inside him snapped. He turned to Officer Kane. "Did you lay a hand on my daughter?" Officer Kane stuttered. "Sir, she looked suspicious. She didn't belong. My father's expression turned ice cold. "Suspicious? Because she's black?" The officer swallowed hard. Then the governor said the words that destroyed him. "Uncuff her. Now." Officer Kane fumbled so badly he dropped the keys. The crowd laughed nervously. And then, in front of everyone, he wet himself. A dark stain spread across his uniform. Gasps, whispers, phones recording. It was too late for him. My father stepped closer. "I will personally ensure your badge is gone by morning." My father pulled me into a hug. "I'm so sorry, sweetheart. I should have been here sooner." But he wasn't done. He turned to the entire party. "You all stood here and watched a teenage girl get harassed, mocked, humiliated, and none of you stepped in." Ethan tried to speak. "Governor, I didn't know." My father cut him off. "You knew exactly what you were doing when you laughed." Guests looked down in shame. He faced the officer one last time. "You didn't just assault a minor. You assaulted the governor's daughter." Officer Kane's face collapsed. Troopers escorted him away. The same kids who laughed earlier now whispered, "She's the governor's daughter?" Oh my God, we're in so much trouble. But I didn't care about them. I cared about my father taking my hand and saying softly, "You don't ever have to face this alone again." Next morning, the story went viral. Officer arrests black. Teen for not belonging realizes. She's the governor's daughter. Officer Kane was fired. A statewide review of off-duty police rules began. Mandatory racial bias training was ordered in every county. People across the state wrote letters. Not because I was the governor's daughter, but because they finally saw what girls like me face every day. My father knocked on my door that evening. "You doing okay?" I nodded. "Tired, but okay." He sat beside me. "I became governor to protect people. I won't fail you again." I looked at him softly. "You didn't fail me today, Dad. You showed everyone I mattered." He squeezed my hand. "You've always mattered, Ariana." They finally figured it out. For the first time in years, I believed him.